Hey everybody. So thank you so much for joining us today. I wanted to start off with going on a little bit about what do we do as coaches. So hopefully you've already watched the first video that I posted about am I qualified? Because there's a lot of fears about having that title as a coach, that we think we need to be the experts of everything and be that perfect fit body that you see like on those magazines, even though they don't really exist. So what I normally do in a day would be, I've already worked out in the morning, as I've shown you and told you in my schedule. I wake up early and get my workout done so that I can have that time to myself. What's most important as a coach really is, and you can work at any time that fits for your schedule, but the most two important things to do as a coach is to work out, take that time for yourself, as well as doing personal development. So working out doesn't need to be about getting a six-pack or shredded abs or, arms, guns and legs or whatever. It's really all about getting you healthy. That's what we're focused on, and that's what you are sharing. You're not sharing whether or not you got a six-pack. You're sharing that you are taking control of your health and fitness and living a healthier lifestyle so that you can live longer. Because that's ultimately the goal for everybody. We want to live healthier and happier so that we can be around for our families longer. And then the key component on top of that is personal development. So making sure that we are in a sound mind, and that we're prepared, whether good or bad happens, that we can be consistent. Now, I used to not believe in like personal development and self-help books, honestly. I thought that was for people who had like real problems, or for like the bookies or whatever, who wanted to just always, the academics always wanted to learn. And I was like, I'm good, like I have my normal stresses and everything like that, but who doesn't? So I'm good. I don't need any of these books. Yeah, boy, was I wrong. I am like addicted to them now. Like I have to do it every day. It's just like brushing my teeth. I have to read or listen to a podcast or watch a YouTube video, something. It always helps reset my mind and get me more focused, because I realized I was living a life of always reacting to everything that was happening, feeling like I was not in control and that life was happening to me. I'll say that again. That life was happening to me, that I had no control. But that's not the case. Then we just act helpless, like we're just going along and we're not the drivers of our own life. I started to come around and read some more personal development and some business, books as well, to help me build a better business and be a better leader. But still, all in the end, it's all about my mindset and where I'm going and how I'm thinking and how I'm feeling, because then that is going to then result in what I'm putting out there and how I'm saying and how I'm sharing everything. No longer do I feel like life happens to me. I'm creating the life that I want. I'm making things happen, and I'm in control and in the driver's seat. Those are things I never would have thought of or said almost 2 years ago had I not started doing personal development. So along the way, once you are doing that and you're setting the example, others will follow. Others will want to see, what are you doing? What has changed? You're so different. You're the same, but there's something different. And it's not going to be because you've lost weight. There's going to be something else. You're walking around with a different aura, with just different energy that's coming out of you. And that's because you've stuck with being consistent in your workouts and your personal development. So those are the top two things that we do as coaches. The next is then checking in with our coaches and with our challengers. So I daily, after I get my workout done, and then I will go onto the computer, because it's right here in this same office, my little space, check in with some of my coaches, see how they're doing, if they're, they need any help, they need additional training, some tips, whatever it is. I ask and I go to them. Then I also check in daily on my challengers and my challenge groups. And maybe you have been a part of some of them or currently are. So you know that I'm posting and letting you know that I'm being consistent as well, because that's the key for me. Was the challenge groups, I needed it because it was going to keep me accountable. So when I decided to become a coach, I was like, well, that for sure I'm not going to be lazy. I'm sure I'm not going to skip out because there are others watching me. I need to hold myself accountable even higher because I'm going to be a coach and I'm supposed to be someone that looks up to, or that they're looking up to me. So I need to set that example. So then I'll check in with my challengers and my challenge groups. And I do that throughout the day, really, but I really try to set time in the morning and get it done. Then after that, I'm able to sort of be free. I always set aside at least 1 hour, my power hour, to really sit on the computer, start messaging people, responding back to people's comments or messages that they've sent me, emails, interested in my next challenge group or my next program or wanting to know more about being a coach. I try to set that time aside so I can really be efficient and work from start to finish instead of a little bit here and there and then it's all over the place. Then you can't really finish one project. As well as, creating some new groups and typing up some emails and all that fun stuff and sending out prizes to, top winners. So that's pretty much what I do in a day's time, which is nice because it's afforded me to be able to stay home. So hopefully that gives you a little bit clearer idea of what we do as coaches in a day's aspect.